You know the dream, right? That perfect remote job, the one with the big salary, all the freedom, all the flexibility. But what happens when that dream offer is actually a really sophisticated trap? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the world of remote job scams. Okay, just picture this. You're scrolling through job sites and then bam, you see it. The perfect listing. A six-figure salary to work from your couch, and get this, no experience needed. It feels like you've literally hit the jackpot. This isn't just a job offer, it feels like a lifeline. But then that little voice in the back of your head starts whispering. We've all heard the saying, haven't we? If it sounds too good to be true. Well, when you're talking about online job scams, you can pretty much guarantee it is. And the consequences, they can be absolutely devastating. So how do they actually pull this off? Well, it all starts with the bait. Let's really dissect the anatomy of that perfect but totally fake job offer. The kind that's so tempting, it makes even the most careful person out there stop and think. You've got to understand, this isn't random. It is pure psychology. Scammers are master manipulators. They know exactly what you're looking for. You want financial security, you want a better work-life balance, and they build this perfect illusion designed to target those exact hopes. They're not just selling a job, they're selling the idea of a better life. Okay, so you've taken the bait. What's the next move? Well, these scammers, they have a very specific playbook. So let's walk through the two most common plays that you are almost certainly going to see. All right. You're going to want to pay close attention to this first one. It starts with an interview, but, and this is a big but, it's done entirely over a chat app like Telegram or WhatsApp. That's red flag number one. Then, almost immediately, boom, you're hired. On the spot. Feels great, right? But then comes the final step. They need you to fill out the payroll forms. So you give them your social security number, your bank details, a copy of your ID, and then, poof, the job just vanishes. Let's be crystal clear here. That was never, ever a job interview. You weren't the candidate. You were the mark. And with all your personal data, they can open credit cards, file fake tax returns. They can essentially start living your financial life for you. That job offer was just a clever front for good old-fashioned identity theft. All right, now for the second play in their book. This one feels even more legit because they actually send you money, you get hired, and they mail you a check, often for several $1,000s to buy a laptop and all your home office stuff. They tell you to deposit it and then immediately wire some of that money to their approved vendor to place the order. So why is 3 days so important? Well, that's the key to the whole scam. You see, it can take a bank 3 days, sometimes more, to discover that a check is fake. But, and here's the trick, they'll often make the funds available in your account almost right away. So you see the balance, you assume the money is real, and you send your cash to the vendor. A few days later, that original check bounces. The scammer's money disappears from your account, but your money is already long gone. And now, you're the one who owes the bank. Okay, so we've seen their playbook. Now let's talk defense. Knowing how these scams work is definitely half the battle. But spotting the red flags in the moment, that's what's truly going to keep you safe. You know, the difference between a real hiring process and a scam is like night and day. Legitimate companies, they want to talk to you, to see you on video calls. They have a standard onboarding process. Scammers, on the other hand, they thrive on anonymity and speed. Their whole goal is to rush you into handing over your sensitive info before you even have a chance to think critically or ask any questions. I want you to think of these as your non-negotiable. Walk away right now, red flags. If a potential employer does any of these four things, it's not a reason to be cautious, it's a reason to disengage completely. Stop responding. Block the number. A real job will never, ever, ever operate this way. So, after all the tactics and the red flags and the playbooks, what is your single strongest defense? Well, it's not a piece of software and it's not a checklist. It's a mindset. And this, right here, really gets to the heart of it all. Scammers don't hack computer systems, they hack our emotions. They prey on that feeling of anxiety and hope that comes with any job search, because they know that desperation makes us way more likely to ignore red flags. That's why your best defense isn't technical, it's a calm, critical mind. So we're going to leave you with this one final question to carry with you. The next time that perfect offer lands in your inbox, just take a breath, look past the big salary and all the perks. Apply the logic we've talked about today and ask yourself, is this a real opportunity or is it a beautiful but really dangerous mirage? Keeping your eyes open is always the first and most important step.